In this video we're going to talk about how to work with the transiting sun when you're writing your very own sun sign horoscopes. Hi, I'm Alison Price. I'm an astrologer in Vancouver, Canada. I've been doing astrology for many years. It's my passion. I love what I'm doing. This is the second part in our series on how to write sun sign horoscopes, and this time we're going to be looking at the sun as it transits through the different houses of the chart. I'm going to be providing you with 5 sentences for each position so that you have something to go on when you start to create your own writing. You're not going to use my sentences. What you're going to do is take them as a guide, and you're going to flesh out and develop the type of writing that you want to do when you do horoscopes. Every astrologer will interpret horoscopes differently to the other, and their own voice will come through, and this is what I'm urging for you to do as well. I write horoscopes my way. You're definitely going to write yours your way, and although you might be creating them in the same fashion, the actual horoscope that gets written and the words and the tone and the voice you're bringing in will ultimately be yours. You can go back to the part 1 of this series on how to write horoscopes, and I'll put the link up there for you. So let's start to get organized as an astrologer to write your horoscopes. The natural zodiac wheel is where Aries is placed in the ascendant position. That's on the left of this chart. And as you create horoscopes for each sign, you will rotate the wheel for the period you're writing so that that particular sign you're writing for is in the first position. So you will, if you have a printed chart, you will rotate it yourself. If you're using a chart on your computer, you're going to rotate it. So for Aries, it is always in the first position, and then when you write horoscopes for Taurus, you will put Taurus in the first position, and then for Gemini it will move on once more as well, and Gemini will be placed in the first position. And it goes on like this for all the signs in the zodiac. That is why if you are reading horoscopes in a newspaper, magazine or online, you need to read your ascendant sign, because this is the nature of how they are written. So first we're going to be considering the transiting sun, because the sun sign horoscopes come from the sun. Most people who are reading their horoscopes only know their sun position anyway, and it just makes sense to look at the sun. So the sun will be in a particular sign and at a specific degree in each of the horoscopes that you're writing. During the actual horoscope period you have chosen, the sun will move, because if you're writing a monthly horoscope, it will definitely have moved 30 degrees, and if you're writing a weekly horoscope, the sun will move 7 degrees, and it may or may not change house or change sign, and this is how we determine where the actual focus or the spotlight is that at that period for those people. So if we're trying to get some sun sentence starters going here, you're going to go with "you will blah 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 blah." You can expect some more solar commentary there, and it is likely that perhaps you want to say something else about the sun, or now you can identify with, and your ego blah blah blah. These are sun sentence starters that you can use every time you write a horoscope for a sign, depending where the sun is placed. So if the transiting sun is actually in the first house of the horoscope chart, here's some examples. You will be focused on your appearance. You can expect personal insights. It is likely that you will want to be alone. You can identify with your authentic self. Your ego can sometimes get in the way. These are example sentences for sun in the first house horoscopes. Of course, you will elaborate and create different things. When the transiting sun is in the second house, examples are: it is likely that you will have good self-esteem. Now you can identify with what you own. Your ego closely relates to your possessions. You will receive money. Don't we love to hear that in a horoscope? You can expect good income. These are basic sun in second house placements, and these sentences can be used as a basis for you to build on, to create with, to modify, to put your voice into your horoscopes. When the transiting sun is in the 3rd house, you will enjoy your siblings. You can expect a good commute. It is likely that you will get on well with your neighbours, and now you can identify with your local area, or your ego will let you take a self-improvement course. These are many activities and things that kind of happen for you if the sun is in the 3rd house in your horoscope. The transiting sun in the 4th house. Example sentences for when you're writing your horoscopes. You can expect good family relationships. You can definitely build on that. It is likely that your parents will get along. Maybe that's news. Now you can identify with your roots. You will enjoy home entertaining, and your ego is linked to your life's foundations, and you can weave some story in there and build something on these example sentences. When the transiting sun is in the 5th house of the sun sign horoscope that you are writing, examples would be: you will want to party. You can expect to fall in love. It is likely that you will be romantically involved and flirt. You can identify with happy people. Your ego enjoys being entertained. 5 examples of sentences that you can create and build on when you're writing sun sign horoscopes and the sun is in the 5th house. When the transiting sun is in the 6th house, you will be super busy. You can expect good health. It is likely that you will enjoy your pets. Now you can identify with your co-workers, and your ego is keen to serve others. Can you see that we're using the 5 sentence starters for the sun in each of the houses each time, because they are the 5 sentence starters that relate to the sun? When the transiting sun is in your 7th house, you will focus on your partner. Expect to know your open enemies. You maybe want to be part of a couple. You want to identify with other people. And in a way, you may actually overwhelm your partner. It says it all on her face. When you're writing a sun sign horoscope and the transiting sun is in the 8th house, some example sentences that you could use and elaborate on: you will get more debt. You can expect an inheritance from your father. It is likely that you will receive the support that you want. Now you can identify with your investors. Your ego will be related to your intimate life. You can develop on these sentences. When the transiting sun is in the 9th house and you are writing a horoscope for this person who has the transiting sun in the 9th house, example sentences would be: now you can identify with your teachers and gurus. It is likely that you will discover your life path. Your ego will push you out into the open. You can expect to learn something. You will want to travel. All good examples of a transiting sun in the 9th house. When you are writing sun sign horoscopes and the transiting sun is in the 10th house, some example sentences for you to work on are: it is likely that you will have a good reputation now. Now you can identify with your life goals. You can expect to receive accolades. You will want a promotion. Your ego is impressive. Transiting sun in the 10th house. When you are writing sun sign horoscope columns for people with the sun in the 11th house, your ego can be expressed through associates in groups. You can expect to meet new contacts. It is likely that you will enjoy socializing. Now you can identify with the masses. You will be friendly. These are all example sentences that you as an astrologer can use as a base when you start to write your horoscopes. you will develop these sentences further and add more, flesh things out, and put your views onto these horoscopes. When the transiting sun is in the 12th house and you are writing a sun sign horoscope column, these are some sentences that you can use to start you off. Now you can identify with the silent majority. You will be confined or retreat in some way. You can expect to meditate. It is likely that you will want to be alone. Your ego is being suppressed. So these are sentences that you can use when you're writing a sun sign horoscope column and the transiting sun is in the 12th house. So there it is. So I've shared with you my method about how to get organized to write sun sign horoscopes, and hopefully you can do some great work in the future. I will be creating a handy sheet for you to download, and the link will be in the show notes below as soon as that's ready for you. I'm Alison Price. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.